Sorry, guys. Coming at you today. Today is another day that the Lord has made. All right, guys. So, every Sunday I come and I just try to reflect back on my walk with the Lord. And it's been 20 years now, and I went through a lot. So, but sometimes I just sit back and think of like things when I was a kid and. You don't know the Lord. I wasn't brought up in the house where like my mother and father went to church and instilled those things in me. So I didn't come up with it, even though I had cousins. They sent me to church as a young man, 10, 11, 12. You never really paid attention back then, joking and sniggling in the pews, and because we 11, 12, 13, all of us sitting together. So but I sit back like when I was in like grade school, I look at how the devil tried to get me to a point where when it came to friends, I'm still that way. I don't trust a lot, like as far as letting people in close to me, but I treat everybody around me real good. I've always have. But when I was, I had to be like maybe eight years old, maybe. I don't know, third, fourth grade. I don't even remember how old I was, but it was a friend in the neighborhood. I called him my best friend. I won't mention names, but we was real close. And we walked to school every day. We was always together. And we used to have this thing that during recess we had this thing called tackle pound. So you have one side of, and it snow everywhere, so, we had to go outside for recess, no matter how cold it was. You went out there, what was it, a half hour or something, and, so the play yard be filled with, and it's asphalt, but it would be filled with snow. So we start on one end. I don't know how the person in the middle, I don't even remember how it started, but one person would be in the middle, and then you have like 20 guys, and you run from one end of the schoolyard to the other end, and the one in the middle have to tackle somebody. Then you got two in the middle, then it get down to where it's only one person and you got 19 guys trying to tackle this one guy, and this guy moved up from the south. So we down here, this guy, I don't know if he was, I'm not mentioning names, but a lot of people in my area, they know me. And I doubt if he watched the channel, but if he do, it's fine. I won't mention his name, but he know. So I don't know if he was set back or not, because he was looked like he should have been in middle school, but he was from the south, so maybe he was just big, cornbread fed, big old guy. So he was the last one. And, he had came into the school like the middle of the school year, and he was like a bully, so he would bully everybody, I don't know, he never really messed with me. But then, my friend that I'm talking about, he didn't mess with us. Maybe because we was together all the time. But he was like a bully, so everybody was scared to tackle him. So my friend, me and him tried to tackle him. My friend actually grabbed him, got him by the legs. I tried to hit him up high. He just flung me off. He threw me, I'm all in the snow, covered in snow, But My friend got him by the bottom of the legs and tackled him. So he said, I'm gonna beat you up, I'm gonna get you, you know, but the game gotta end sometime, guys. But so we get in, you know, and we, you know, back then we had these big long green tables, like 8 feet long, you know, and you have like 2 of them, you know, side by side. Big old tables, green tables, big old, they thick, big old tables. So we get in there, we're taking our coat off, and the guy attacked my friend. So, you know, me being the way I am, I wasn't going for it. So I jumped, I went down, and I caught his legs, and then my friend pushed him. I'm almost keep saying names, but I'm trying not to, so I don't have to edit. So my friend pushed him, I grabbed his leg, pushed him, he fell down. So guys, what happened? Do you know what happened? Tell me you know what happened. Well, if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. My friend ran off, left me there by myself. Learned about friends at that point. He took off. So the guy grabbed me. I said, big old guy grabbed me. I kind of, you know, twisted out of it, and I ran to class. You know, so everybody, whoa, whoa. So I'm ducking and weaving and moving because this guy big. You know, I mean, one-on-one. You know, my dad always taught me. He said, no matter what, you fight. Even, I don't care how big the guy is, he said, you fight. He said, because if you don't, he said, he's gonna always mess with you. He said, but if you fight him, he said, he's gonna respect you. So you know, my dad was a hard-working, honest man. I trust everything my dad said. But Kevin was big. I mean, big. But, so I'm trying to get away from him, and he grabbed me. And he picked me up, all the books on the table. He picked me up and he just slung me down the table. So I'm trying to stop before I get to the end, sliding. I hear these footprints, you know, big old coming at me. So I kind of glanced back, got good peripheral vision. So I'm trying to stop before I get to the end. And then at that point, I'm trying to scoot to the end of and I got to the end, and then I flipped off and the teacher came in. So I ran behind the teacher, grabbed the teacher's leg. She grabbed a big guy. Like I said, I know his name. I don't want to say his name. And I think about it now, guys. See, when I think about things, I didn't think about it then. But she sent me and this guy down to the office. Now this guy big. She didn't like send one of us down and send the other one down. She sent both of us down at the same time. So he made sure he went off first so I couldn't take off running. So when I got out there, I just said, hold on. I said his name. I said, I know where he was. Because, you know, 8, 9, whatever, you know, but me and this other guy would always, it was a couple of girls, and we always be behind the voting machines, you know, the back stairwell. They had voting machines tucked back in there. And normally after recess, if this big guy wasn't beating us up, we would be there for a little bit playing around with these 2 girls. I won't mention their names either. But, so I know where he went to hide. Only real place to hide in school. Because he took off. And I said, hold on. I said, I know where he at. I said, I'm going to take you down there. And I said, just leave me alone. You know, because I think at that point he might have figured out what kind of heart I had. So I took him down there. He went back there and he beat this guy. He beat him up real good. You know, I mean, not like bloody beat him, but he beat him up. And I just sat there and watched. So then after that, me and the guy went down to the office. We was cool after that. You know, he always respected me, always respected him. He bullied everybody else. But I learned at that time, and I look at how the devil tried to, over the years, tried to installing me about friends. But I think about it now, and it really didn't work, because what it did, it taught me to be very careful of the people that I associate with. I really never said I had friends. I said I have associates, but I was always careful who I let in around my circle after that. So I was always sort of like a loner, but I had good friend associates around me. You know, I remember one of them. I was saved at the time, and he got sick, you know. And his girlfriend, he was dying of cancer, and they wanted to pull the plug on him. And him and his girlfriend, I won't mention their names either, but she called me, and she said, "Hey, say they're gonna pull the plug." I said, I'm at work, you know, same job I got now. I said, I won't be able to get there, you know, till after 4. So she said, yeah, I called my boss. He let me stop a load early. And she had told the family, said, we're not going to do this till Robbie get here. And I don't know, his mother, everybody felt kind of bad because everybody was there. And when I walked in, everybody was at his bedside. And he was, you know, non-responsive. And when I walked in and when he heard my voice, I said his name, he sat up and then he fell back down. And I do remember his girlfriend saying, see, I told you. You know, so I guess I talked to her later. She said, I told everybody, say he's going to respond when Robbie get here, you know, because, you know, when they were going on vacations, they gave me a key to go and let their dog out, and they had a pit bull, and they trusted me. And when they got back on vacation, I tried to give him the key back, and he said, no, you keep the, so to the day he died, I had a key to his place. And people have always trusted me because I've always been that kind of a friend. If I was dealing with you, I trusted you enough that you're going to treat me right, and I most definitely was going to treat you right. So I just sit back, and I had keys to, you know, like my brother place. A lot of people entrusted me over the years, but I just look at how I could have took that incident when I was in grade school and totally like said friends ain't no good, but I didn't actually do that, guys. It made me watch who I let around me. So I just want to say, you know, everything that happens in your life, it happens for a reason. It ain't nothing that happened in your life from the day you born, the day you in that womb, because I tell people, I said, hey, you know, I remember my daughter. She was like, Dad, you know, don't be mad, you know, if, you know, my baby, she don't let everybody hold them. She don't. I said, Corey, I said, the baby know me. She said, what do you mean, Dad? She's only like 3 months. She ain't never seen you before because she was in the Air Force, you know. I said, the baby know me. I said, you called me almost every day you was pregnant with her. I said, Carol know me. Ah, Dad, I said, I'll see you when you get to town. Got to town. She gave me the little 3-month-old. The baby smiled, and I'm telling you, you start learning from the day you're in that womb. Whatever that mother is consuming, if you a dad and you mistreating that your baby's mother, that baby is picking all of that up. If you love that mother, the baby is picking that up. Anything you do, a pregnant woman do with that child in the womb, that baby know what's going on. So everything you do in life, I'm telling you, it's a reason. God is letting you go through these things to teach you and build you in a certain way. But then you also got the other side. You got the devil trying to use these things to send you off in a different way. You know, so I was friends to many, and I had a few real close friends that I dealt with. But I was friends to every, you know, if I meet you, I'm going to treat you good. As long as you ain't, you know, you mess with me, then you're going to see another side, you know. But I was friends to many, you know, still the same way today. You know, I just try to be more passive. I think I've always been passive until you push me too far. But with all of that, everything you go through in life, remember, God is trying to teach you and bring you closer to Him, guys. So, hey, this is another day that God has made. I pray that everybody has a blessed and decent day. And thanks for tuning in on these Sundays, because every Sunday I'm coming with something different, with different aspects of my life. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and have a good day. God bless.